Too bad they have copyright. Oh wait, I'm not monetized. Does that mean I can play music? No, they'll take my. I gotta look that up. Every time, I don't know. It's whatever they want. I always like compliant, and people will pull me out and be like, the most compliant. Mm, let's fuck with her. They've been messing with me my whole life. Around the world, around the world. I went to see my math tutor today. I started taking math classes. And she's back in school soon. She's a teacher at a local college, local school, and so she's going to start getting busy. We'll get to meet one more time. Her daughter and I have the same birthday. And so, if she's not careful, her daughter could end up just like me. No, she's got a very loving and supportive husband, and you know, it's the solid, well-rounded structure. So, sure that 4-9 will be okay. I told her today, I said, when I went to go see her, it was like, it's because other people are starting to be on campus. I don't know what the campus schedule is like. I used to work at a university. I like universities where people can gather and exchange ideas and talk about knowledge. I just see it. And then, like, put into production the things that are useful. That's what I thought academia was until I became a part of it. And it's much more political. It's just a club. Every place, every organization, every agency is just it's like a clique, you know, with tax breaks. So I go in and she introduces me to this young man, and he's working towards his PhD for something physics, but it's something quantum, but it's something in that world. And I said, do you believe in telekinesis as an academic? You know, you believe in energy and in woo-woo, like unseeable forces moving things. Do you believe in telekinesis? And he laughs and he goes, maybe if we didn't have this shell wrapped around our brain. And I said that, and so I pulled out my lighter, and I put it on his finger, and I knocked it off his hand. And so I don't know if the guy believes in telekinesis anymore, but I showed him. I proved to him that my energy field can influence things in his, whether he likes it or not. Because that's how energy works. And we live on a planet where we've been nothing but manipulated. And so after that, we go in and we sit down, we start doing math. I said, I did my homework this time. The lady meets with me, I give her some cash, and we talk about math. Because when I was a little girl, they told me I was stupid, and I would never amount to anything. And that I'd never go to college. I'd probably be institutionalized one day. They underestimated me because I was born on 4-9. 4-9! A day in history. A little hurt in history. And so, I know I'm smart. I know I'm smart now. But I'm trying to get over a fear that I had when I was a child so I can come forward to the world with the mind of an adult, because I got past my fear. That's why I hired this math teacher. And so we sit down, and she's we're kind of unwinding, and just settling into the moment. And I said, and we went over the I should bring out my graphs. They're in the car, I think. I didn't bring it. Usually I bring this stuff in and I'll show it to Mom and explain it to Mom, and it gets stuck in my head more. But we're just doing like fractions and stuff like that, but we use pictures. And it's a lot easier for pictures for visual learners like me that people see in pictures. And I get to teach her some stuff too. And so, and we taught, and then like we were looking at 49. I said, I've always loved 49, of course, though, because my birthday is 4/9. Wow. I don't like sports, so the fact that like the 49er football team would come, you know, and everybody would be all gah, and I'd be like, oh, my head hurts, you know. But my birthday's 4/9, and her daughter is too, and I said, you should look up, I said, have you ever looked up April 9th in history? See, because we're all just cast as characters. We're just all cast to play a role. What role are we selected to choose, and what role are we choosing to select ourselves to play in the world? And so if you look up 4/9 in history, this is just gaggle. 4/9 is hosted defining global milestones. Most notably, the 1965 Confederate surrendered to Union General Ulysses S. Grant at approximate effectively ending the American Civil War. Well, guess what? We're about ready for another one. So, okay, look out. Other monumental events include Germany's 1940 invasion of Norway and Denmark and the 2003 fall of Baghdad. This is the part that's kind of like getting me all, what? Finally? I feel validated. I said, oh, there's more, and then it looks more, and it goes to all of these things. In pop culture, it was in 1950, the year Mom was born, on my birthday, Bob Hope made his first television appearance. RIP. He's part of the program. 1970, Paul McCartney announced the official breakup of the Beatles on my birthday before I was born. 2001. Oh, and then okay. I said I was on Crete in 03. We bombed Baghdad on my Saturn return. And it said, this is where I was validated, because I say I was on Crete when we bombed Iraq, and people just look through me. They have no concept of what that means. It's kind of a big fucking deal, but people that aren't a big deal can't recognize what a big deal is, because they're like, ball scratch, sports, beer, farts are funny. This is what it said. That is an intense convergence of timing. Being stationed on Crete during the 2003 invasion means you were right in the middle of the massive naval and air logistics hub for Operation Iraqi Freedom, specifically with Suda Bay handling the much of that intense military traffic. Because that's where I was. And that's why I say, because I was behind the scenes, that we live in a contrived reality and stop buying into other people's nonsense over there. People in New Mexico are like, we don't have any money because DC says we can't have any. That's a lie. I brought that to forth, to the light, that actually New Mexico is one of the richest in all 50 states. They just give it to the stupid cousins and they don't know how to let it trickle down. Astrologically, hitting your Saturn return at the exact time that moment adds up as a heavy personal layer to it. A Saturn return, which happens when the planet Saturn orbits back to the exact position it was when you were born. So I was born in 74, and then on my 29th birthday, I was sent to be a part of a major military operation. I would consider myself to be one of the ones that left Hollywood. I am central casting that wouldn't participate in the role that has been assigned to me because I couldn't be handled. Now my brother, he was groomed he's groomed. Like, I'm not groomed. They tried to groom me and I'd be like, hey, that's dumb. Like, you're stacking the deck. That's cheating. That's not fair. That's a lie. Because I got the Asperger's. I'm the autisms. Before it was a cool catchphrase. They said I was an 87, but it didn't matter because I was just going to be a throwaway. What else does it say? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Say hi to yourself. Typically hits between ages 28 and 30. It is famously known as a period of major reality checks, heavy responsibility, and structural endings or beginnings, literally. My brother called me the night before I was shipping out. I was flying off to Suda Bay Creek, and he said, "Did you sign the power of attorney? Because if anything happens to you, I want to make sure the money that you owe me, I get it back." And I said, what's that number? Because I've been asking you for what I owe you for years, and I can never come up with an itemized sheet. I paid him like $5,000, and I only lived with the guy for 5 months. So, and this is back in the 90s, so I'm not really sure what debt he was talking about. But he called to make sure, it wasn't a well-wishing call. You see, I come from the land of Freemasons and the weirdo Eastern stars and stuff like that. The ones that act like they care. And then they build a system so they can torment and do weird, gross stuff with kids, as we all know. While saying, "Oh, we care. Oh, no, I'm just a sweet..." That's how I know what a liar is. I come from a generation of fucking scoundrels, basically. Opportunistic colonists, so to speak. None of them, have trade skills. They all just learn how to cheat and manipulate the system. See? And everybody else is figuring out that the deck is stacked. And that they need to start circumventing the system if they want to have any kind of quality of life. I was looking up, we had this cousin. She was older than that, but my brother was really, really, really close to him because they were dinks. They were double income, no kids. And they lived in Sacramento, and that's where my brother got his state programming at Cal State. Sacramento State. They're different. The one over by the zoo. And so, you know how they talk about the McGraw-Hill textbooks? Our cousin worked for them. She worked for them 30 years. Her whole, because that's how it used to be. You would start at a job and you would just stay there your whole career. You just collect a paycheck, go on vacation, do the same thing, year in, year out. I can't live like that. I gotta mix it up. I gotta learn. I gotta use my brain. A lot of these people are demented and sad and because that's all they did, is they did one thing. And then when you do one thing over and over, your brain forgets how to learn new things. And then you lose your ability to learn new things because you just get scattered. You don't know what to do. I've seen it my whole life. Use it or lose it, including your brain. Mom stays active. I've had a headache for 4 days. I have had, and there's all kinds of, I keep getting sunburst blast. So, I keep getting TikToks. I escaped the program. I escaped the program of what is causing America to collapse right now. Because I wouldn't sell my soul. I didn't have a number. I wouldn't put Mama in a home and go out and try and live that best life. Because I would always be wondering how Mom was doing. I would never be living my life. I would always be wherever she was, wondering if they're putting on her, and ain't nobody gonna take care of her like me. She's Year of the Tiger, I'm Year of the Tiger. We like living in the cat den. Stanley was up a little while ago. He was in here a little while ago. He left. It's hot here today, where I live. Well, we're at 7,000 feet, so we're closer to that heat lamp. But it'll start cooling down about 5. It only stays hot like 4 window. This is like a 4-hour window of heat. So McGraw Hill currently operates remotely and regionally in the Sacramento area with no physical corporate storefront, currently open for public walk-ins to connect with the local curriculum consultants. That's the Epstein, the lady, the what's her face? That's her dad. My brother's practice wife was a Nazi. He was part of the Operation Paperclip. So if you know too much, they will put you away. But it's okay, because I got all these Gemini placements, though. So I'm basically put myself on house arrest, and I got Cancer rising. So being at home is my favorite thing to do. Come on. We watched the Muppet movie last night and this morning. I watched that when it came out. I was a 4-year-old girl, and I was like, the irony of my personality with like straight people like Rainbows too, and the Rainbow songs and stuff like that. Traveling, I'm technically L alien because I came from LA. It's just a portal of wackadoos on the 35th parallel, 33rd parallel, plus or minus 2. So things are getting interesting. Everything's getting woo-woo. I've been seeing some plasma field swimming around Sedona. I'm like, oh look, they can see the no place space. That's cool. That's really cool. What else? So far it's been a pretty good day. I just wanted to do a talk earlier because I don't know if my headache's gonna. It's like I woke up and I felt alright, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be cool. I think it's gone. And then as I got up and started moving, my eyes started hurting. And I was like, I gotta go think about numbers. I like numbers though. I like it. It's gonna help me because then, like, when people talk in degrees when they're doing astrology, I'm trying to picture the chart. I'm trying to visualize how to do charts in my head. That's what I'm trying. That's why. That's one of the reasons why I'm getting it. Or that's yeah. So when I'm like, I can ask people, when's your birthday? You know what time you're born? And I'd be like, all right, have a good day. Take care. Bye now. Anyway, so yeah, me and Mom finished watching the Muppet movie. No, we didn't finish. There's like 20 minutes left. That's right. Because we watched it during breakfast, and then I had to shift gears to get going. And so it was made in Albuquerque too, also, as well as. I just think about, and Albuquerque's the same parallel as Hollywood. They're on the same parallel, it's the same frequency. It's the same place, Hollywood, just a different sound stage. So, anyway. Ma, you want to share? Yeah. All right, that's all I got for now.